Hey guys, this is Pops Martin, and I just wanted to share my wild guess regarding liquid profiling, which has just been announced by Kemper. What is that and what it's supposed to do? And let's have a look at this graphics. Kemper gain, I call it legacy. Basically, if you have zero gain on an amp, typically it's completely quiet. And then you profile the amp at, let's say, some sort of mid gain. Just as an example, at some sort of mid gain. Now, when you turn the gain knob on the Kemper, it's kind of linear function, and Kemper probably guesses where this point where you have profiled your amp is, and then you can increase the gain kind of in a linear way up to the maximum that the Kemper has to offer. But that's not very realistic behavior because amps typically don't do it that way. And yeah, as I said, now I want to guess, how does liquid profiling do that? And I just made another graphic. So basically, if you go back to zero gain, the amp is completely quiet. I think that we can say is a given. So we have our first point down here. And then we profile the amp somewhere here, again, around mid-gain or something like that, yeah? And the Kemper, again, guesses, where is this in the full range of the amp? Let's say somewhere here. So we have profiled one point, and now we profile another point at max gain of the amp, somewhere here. And now we can already see that we have a kind of a curve going on to connect these dots in a smooth way. And since the Kemper now knows that you have profiled the amp at max gain, it knows that it cannot go any further up there. It will stop right here. And yeah, it creates basically a nice curve, which might or might not be more accurate. And that's, I think, what the liquid profiling is basically about. Maybe it will not only take one additional point to profile, where it asks you to turn up the gain full volume or full gain. Maybe it takes another point, I don't know, we will see pretty soon, which would make if it was like even one more point, it would be even more accurate, because obviously if we just grab this, let me see, where is it? So there we have this curve. And now, of course, there would be many ways how we can create this curve. So for example, I can make it way steeper in the beginning and then more flat at the end. So there's not only one curve that we can draw through these points, right? We can even make it almost linear between these 2 points, and then it gets much steeper here in the low region. And so there's many ways how we can create a curve through these total 3 points, 0, max, and medium. And once we introduce yet another point, it will be much more accurate, because there's not much room to change the curve and still go through these points, right? So maybe we will do our profile the way we used to be, and then the profiling process will tell us, like, turn the gain now to maximum and turn the gain now to 3, and then it will have a total of 4 dots, like 0, somewhere here, and full. And then it would create a pretty accurate curve for the gain stage. And I think, honestly, that's basically the liquid profiling. The Tonestack stuff that he introduced, or that he announced, I think that's completely separate. The modeling is completely separate. I think the liquid profiling really just introduces one more gain stage to bake or to create that kind of curve, and also the maximum. So you, for a Fender, let's say, whatever, Fender amp, you cannot go completely high gain anymore. If you select to use that created curve. All right, that's it for now. It was already too long. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.